Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Friday, May 22nd, 2020. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio for this upcoming week in May. Because it's general, it can pertain to anything, relationships or otherwise. Be flexible with the energy, don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit the most from it. Parts of this reading may resonate for you, parts may not. Take what does and leave behind what doesn't. And Scorpio, hopefully by the end you'll have something that you feel is worthwhile and worth your time, okay? If you're brand new, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. There is more specific information regarding my readings and my videos in the description box below. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I am 3 subscribers away from 2,000. And that's very exciting for me because I started this channel back in July of 2019. And this is my hobby. I do it for fun. And it's growing and it's very exciting. It's fun to watch the numbers and I'm just really enjoying it. So I appreciate all the support. It's turned into something I didn't expect and I'm really enjoying it. So thank you to everybody out there. Let's get started, Scorpio, and see what's going on with you guys. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, paired with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil. Seven of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio, I don't know what's going on yet, but it looks like it's going to be interesting. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. We have a King of Pentacles. Let's start with the easy stuff first. So we have a King of Pentacles on the table, paired with 2 of Swords. I feel like this King of Pentacles might be in the position of needing to make a decision. Feels like it could be a challenging decision for this individual. This person feels like they could be maybe in charge of a business. This could be a father figure, a patriarch. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse out here. There's some kind of disruption within a family unit, group of people that you're very close to, Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles in reverse can indicate divorce, financial disruption, conflict, again within a group of people that are very close. We have the 7 of Swords out here. So this king could be making a decision because of some kind of issue going on within a family unit. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very loyal, compassionate, hardworking, dedicated, trustworthy. Again, it could be a patriarch, father figure, protector, provider. And he is needing to make a decision or is in the process of doing so, or is being faced with a decision. I feel like it's possible that something needs to be given up in order to recover from something. And we have the Devil out here, of course, with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So something is interfering with some kind of group dynamic, something toxic or harsh. This could be a person or a situation. We have the 7 of Swords out here with the 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords, of course, has lots of meanings. This can indicate betrayal, criminal activity, somebody being sneaky, somebody trying to get away with something. With the pentacles that are out here so far, and we have 4 out of 8 pentacle cards out here so far, this could be an actual loss of money, some kind of criminal activity, something like that. And I want to remind you, Scorpio, you might be this King of Pentacles. If you are, you can still embody the King of Pentacles energy if you're a woman. Just remember, it's about the energy of the card, not about the gender. But if you are resonating with this reading, or if you end up resonating with this reading, we just got started, so you may not know yet. If you end up resonating with this reading, you might be somebody else who shows up in the cards. So let's see what else we get. The cat is running around like mad right now. There's the 4 of Pentacles again, this time in the upright. Hangman. Nine of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords. 8 of Wands. There's the King of Wands. King of Swords, clarifying the 2 of Swords. And the 8 of Pentacles. So again, we have a lot of pentacles out here. This could be a workplace situation, a business, maybe a family business. There is definitely something here having to do with money and work. When I saw that 4 of Pentacles come out, and I was kind of looking at the 4 of Pentacles in reverse down here, what I was thinking was something's been taken and I can't get this card off the table. Something's been taken and needs to be retrieved or given back. And again, it could be actual criminal activity that I'm seeing on the table. Some kind of action that has affected a group of people, like I said. And I feel like this king, and these 3 kings now, we have King of Swords, King of Wands, are all in the upright. I feel like this could be the same person. Very strong energy. It could be multiple people, but especially the King of Swords, I feel like is probably the King of Pentacles as well. And I think, you know, the King of Swords represents a clear thinker, intelligent, somebody who knows the difference between right and wrong. This could be somebody who's in a position of authority, who makes decisions. And I feel like this could be this king's higher self, representing his thought process. And I think this king feels a certain level of responsibility with regard to the situation. This could be a business. He could be a boss or a business owner. But I feel like he's making a decision regarding a situation, again, where there could have been some kind of betrayal or loss because of criminal activity. This could be something that was just found out or realized. I'm not sure. See, there's 8 of Wands is out here. There's the cat. It's going to cause me grief. No, the bird's not out here also. She has been moody, and I decided to leave her in her cage because I went to go get her right before your reading, Scorpio. And she got all, I mean, she was just feisty. And I could tell she was ready for a fight. She was like ruffling her feathers and going back and forth really fast on her perch, and then she wouldn't come out right away, and she looked like she wanted to bite me. So I'm like, if you're having a bad morning, I get it, Carmilla. I'll leave you in your cage. I'm not going to deal with that stuff. Sylvester, if you, come on, go on the windowsill. You're not going to just sit there and scratch at the window. Come on, do your thing. Just scratching at the window. And as you know, he's balancing on the back of a rocking chair, which just has a very thin cushion on it. Okay, I'm going to try to carry on with this reading. So we have a King of Wands on the table as well. And again, I thought maybe this could be the same person. King of Wands is somebody who is a leader of sorts. This could be somebody who makes decisions. Other people look up to this person. This person's not afraid of taking on a challenge. Very ambitious. Again, somebody who could potentially be in a position of power, who makes decisions. No, you're not going to sit in my lap right now. No, you're not going to sit in my lap right now. Go on. Scoot. He wants to sit in my lap, but he can't because then I can't do my reading. You just have to go for now. I tried to get him to sit in my lap earlier and he didn't want to. So you know what? You snooze, you lose. You had your opportunity, Sylvester. So it's possible that this king could have figured something out. It could be that he's communicating the situation to others. It could be that he's deciding to take action with regard to the situation. I feel like this king knows about this Seven of Swords energy, that he's aware of it, that he figured it out, or that he's been told. And I feel like he's getting ready to make a significant decision to resolve the situation, address the situation, fix it. This could be something that's been known for a while, or something that has transpired over time that has left a group dynamic, family situation, business, family business. To me, this Ten of Pentacles, if this is not a family business, say, or an actual family situation, it could be a group of people working together, and whatever this was, whatever happened, has definitely troubled this group, whatever actions were taken. And it's still lingering. It's definitely still something that feels like this is a present situation. It's not past energy. It doesn't feel that way to me. And it feels like it's possible that this king maybe is seeing things in a new light, or is understanding things differently than he did before. Sylvester, no, I know you're adorable and I want you in my lap, but I can't have you in my lap. That's the problem. It's not about want, it's about can't. I'm sorry, no. He is so cute. He looks at me with the giant eyes, and I can't help. He's gonna be insistent, and so we're gonna deal with it, Scorpio, the best that we can, okay? Just bear with me. So we have the Star. And the Three of Swords in reverse. Ten of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. The World. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So in order to regain something, in order to get something back, again, I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles in reverse and upright. And it feels like something was taken away. Again, this could be actual theft of something tangible like money or assets or something of that nature. And it feels like something is being regained or somebody's trying to get something back. It's possible there was a lost relationship or some kind of connection or relationship that was severed in the situation with the Lovers in reverse coming out here. When I say, again, something was taken away or something was lost, it could be an actual connection that was lost because of this Seven of Swords energy. And it has deeply affected, again, a group of people, family unit, business arrangement, something of that nature. So I'm going to get some more cards out here before I interpret this anymore, because I'm a little confused about what's going on over here with this Page of Pentacles. Clarifying this King of Pentacles. He has to give something up, or he's given something up, or he's given up on something. And that's not making sense to me over here in this set of cards. Like he's stuck having to let something go. Maybe he's making a decision of whether or not he should go ahead and just let this thing go, whatever was taken from him, or this group of people, or try to get it back. And it feels like he might be thinking that he needs to make the decision to let this go. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get some more cards out here. See what else we get. Scorpio. We have the Nine of Pentacles. There's the Ten of Pentacles again, this time in the upright position. Four of Swords in reverse. Seven of Wands again in reverse. Eight of Cups. Death in reverse, clarifying the King of Wands. Eight of Swords, clarifying the King of Swords. And then the Ace of Cups. Okay. I'm really trying to figure this out, Scorpio. I mean, I can see a significant story in the cards. I'm just having a hard time putting it all together. Because the cards up top are very positive. It feels like there's something it's definitely something to do with a job situation, money, finances, material gain, but there's a relationship or connection involved with this as well. Maybe there possibly could have been a relationship that was broken or severed due to the situation. Somebody left this family dynamic, this business. Maybe it was a job situation or people working together, and it feels like somebody left the situation because of some action that was taken that forced them to leave. And I think that there is some level of realization. It's like not just this king, but whoever else is involved with this king. Again, if you're not resonating as this king, you could be one of the external parties that's affected by the situation and represented by this Ten of Pentacles. I think there's some kind of realization that something was given up. It caused significant grief. Something was given up, someone gave up. It feels like, again, it feels like a person, a Nine of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who's very stable, content, independent, somebody who's doing quite well on their own. Somebody who may prefer to be by themselves. I get a very independent, determined energy off of this card. This could represent the person that was affected by the situation, the Seven of Swords. And it's possible that it has been communicated or realized that this person walked away from this. A Seven of Swords energy. They could have walked away from a situation that was toxic. Maybe there was criminal activity going on or some shady behavior, and this person, this Nine of Pentacles individual, said, I don't want any part of this, I'm out. And then there's this feeling of loss. Something was taken. And I think it feels like this group of people, and possibly this king as well, maybe have just realized what happened, and it's affected this group dynamic, business, family situation significantly. It's a significant burden, but it's something I think that's been going on for a while. Maybe something that happened in the past, but now there's just this realization. The reason why it feels like a present situation is because it feels like there's just now some kind of understanding of what happened. This king, this king's feeling trapped by this decision that he feels like he needs to make. And again, it could have something to do with just walking away from the situation, just giving up on it altogether. Because there might be other priorities that are more important, and so that this situation can't be dealt with. It could be that the work that's being done, whatever this King of Pentacles is working on, is the priority right now, and so he can't, almost like he can't or won't or doesn't want to deal with the situation anymore. Again, maybe it was something that happened in the past and is just coming to light. And I feel like this king feels like he needs to make a decision about it. But because nothing happened when the actual incident occurred, I feel like he's thinking, well, maybe I just need to give this up altogether. Maybe I just shouldn't worry about this because I have other priorities right now to worry about. So worrying about the situation, again, whether it was a loss of some tangible goods, an actual severing of a relationship, connection, coworker, colleague, or both. It could be both. I feel like it's something that was maybe the severity or the reality or the depth of the situation has been realized now, whereas before maybe it felt like it was something different. Does that make sense, Scorpio? Like it felt like it was, maybe it wasn't as significant as it really was at the time that it happened. And now with time passing, with some communication, with a certain level of realization of what really happened, or just reflecting on what occurred in the past, realizing there was a mistake made, and working through the events from history, what actually happened, how it transpired, is bringing to light more information about maybe why things happened the way they did. And now this king's thinking, well, you know, maybe this is, I can't pick up these cards. Maybe this has gone on too long. This is already a done deal. The chapter's closed on this. Excuse me. And I just need to give up on it. There isn't really an opportunity to make a decision one way or another. So I'm going to remind you, Scorpio, I feel like I'm reading for this king, and he's represented by the King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. And then there's this other group. And again, I feel very strongly that, and if you are this King of Pentacles, Wands, and Swords, then you're being faced with a decision that you're not even sure you can make. And you're trying to decide, is this something you should even worry about at this point in time because so much time has passed? Maybe you've got other priorities you need to be thinking about. And due to your uncertainty about how much energy you should put into this situation, that's what you're faced with right now. I mean, ultimately what it's coming down to is a decision regarding a past situation that has just come to light, and so it's made it a present situation, and you're trying to maybe figure out if you should make a decision with regard to whatever happened or let it go once and for all. That's what I've got. So we're gonna get this last round out. We'll see if we can get anything else, Scorpio. There's Temperance. Three of Pentacles in reverse. There's the King of Swords again, but he's in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups. Now we've got all the kings. King of Cups came out on the Seven of Swords. There's the King of Pentacles again in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. This reading, Scorpio, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this king is some kind of emotional impact regarding the situation. And again, I think that it could have something to do with a connection. And that's could possibly be why this king is working so hard to try to decide if he should make a decision on this, try to make things better and address the situation once and for all, even though it's said and done. The Seven of Swords in reverse can indicate coming clean, making things better, righting the wrongs. And I feel like, again, he's trying to make this decision. Do I even have the power to do this at this point in time? Because it feels like it's already said and done. It feels like there's been a period put at the end of the sentence. So maybe he's trying to figure out if he should reopen the case, reopen this cold case and figure it out. So the King of Swords is going to reopen the cold case. He feels compelled to do so. He feels like he has to. This King of Swords does anyway. Now I want to remind you, the king out here is represented by all of the kings. So this is a single energy who's putting together all of the forces within the the human soul and working through this problem. And I think that what he's realizing is that he's had the power this whole time. He's had the ability to make some executive decisions with the position that he's in. And because he didn't make decisions in the past, he's had to accept that he was, to a certain level, he's been responsible or irresponsible, and letting the situation go still rests on his shoulders. I think he's coming to realize that there is a certain level of responsibility that he had and that he currently has, and he has to decide how important this is to him, whether or not he wants to take action on this or not. I get the strong, there's a lot of pentacles out here, so I do get the strong sense that the connection involved in the situation and the collaboration, the effect that the departure of this individual had on this business or group dynamic or project, creative endeavor, whatever it is that these people are working on together, the connection was significant, but also the contribution was significant. And because of the actions that were taken, again, it feels like something that happened in the past. This Nine of Pentacles energy left the situation. And this person left because they were, I think, more aware of what was going on than the other people involved, because it was happening directly to them. And in order to regain a sense of hope and control and security, this person went ahead and said, I'm going to take what I've got, and I'm going to go off on my own and do what I need to do for myself, because whatever's going on here is not a positive situation. It's not healthy. And it's not right to stick around. So this person left the building. And I think it's possible, Scorpio, that it's just been recently communicated to this king the reason behind why this all transpired. And it may have had something more to do with the fact that there was a significant connection here as well. One that was very important to this king. And there could have been reasons behind this energy that was related more to the connection of the king and this king's relationship with this Nine of Pentacles than it had anything else to do with anything else. You know what I mean? That's how it came out. That's how it came out, Scorpio. That's what I've got right now. So it could have less to do with the business piece of it and more to do with the personal connection or the relationship that was left behind, or the relationship that walked away, because there was a walking away. Someone walked away from the situation. It wasn't like, they were pushed to, well, I think that they were pushed away. This person, now this is in the set of outcome cards with this Nine of Pentacles, the set of cards I just showed you. This person walked away from a working situation, from an emotional situation, and gave up. Threw in the towel and said, I can't deal with this. Can't deal with the Seven of Swords energy. I gotta go. It's not right. It's not healthy. It's not what I want. And so this person left. It could be that because this king chose not to speak up or act when this event happened or when things were transpiring, that's what left this group dynamic feeling broken or feeling conflicted or feeling troubled because of the non-actions or lack of communication by this king. I think what this king is realizing is he could have prevented the situation from happening. When all is said and done, this king is realizing that he could have prevented the situation, and part of the reason why it happened was because of the dynamic within this relationship between this king and this other person. And he has to make a decision on whether or not to make this right or not. But he thinks that it's already a done deal, so he might have to give up on it. He's trying to decide what's important right now. How can he make this right if there is even a way to do so? Scorpio. So that's the energy I'm getting off of your cards. A decision to be had, a realization, there's a sense that things have become very clear to you at this point in time. You do understand the circumstances behind the event. And I'm calling the Seven of Swords the event right now because I don't know what this is to you, Scorpio. And not only does it feel like it could be something that, again, it could have been something that was related to an emotional connection. And it could have also been something related to a financial situation or business or work situation. It feels like both to me. So, and I'm not going to get any more clarity on that than what I've got because it probably is different for everybody. So, okay, both of these wanted to come out. I'm going to take them both. We have emotions and the mother in reverse. So these are two potential blockages. I'm going to read both of these cards. There are two of the major arcana cards in the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I'm going to read the mother in reverse first. This could potentially represent your energy or the person you're dealing with, this Nine of Pentacles. And the mother in this deck is kind of like the Empress in reverse. That's the card that would be most like this card. But the major arcana in this deck are very different than the traditional Rider-Waite. So here we go, Scorpio. The reversed mother can signal the presence of an aspect of self, our own self or that of another, that is devouring and cruel and uses psychological or emotional manipulation to instill guilt in her child for not meeting her expectations. When her disappointment is used as a weapon and a means to control and bind her children to her, the natural process of individualization may be kept from occurring. Receiving this reversed card asks you to ask if you have fallen into a pattern of using emotional manipulation to control others. Is your hurt or disappointment genuine, or do you act in a deliberate manner to instill guilt and remorse in order to manipulate people into meeting your expectations of them? Another aspect of the reversed mother is evidenced by those who are willing to give their all and everything to others. These people seem consumed by a need to be needed and feel that it is their place and purpose in life to fix every wrong and make everyone happy. They get involved because if they do not, the situation will not be resolved, and leaving a situation unresolved is not something they can tolerate. These people may be perpetually cooking, cleaning, and mothering others instead of allowing those they mother to learn to be responsible for themselves. Have you involved yourself in a situation that is really none of your concern because you want people around you to be happy? Do you have a tendency to offer unasked for advice? Do you often act as a peacemaker or intermediary without being asked? Do you live your life constantly doing for others what they are capable of doing? Do you live through others? Do you give up your time to do for them what you should be doing for yourself? The reversed mother suggests that these things, while done with love, are still aspects of a controlling mother because they can prevent others from standing on their own 2 feet, resolving their own conflicts, and becoming independent. Moreover, they are tasks performed to the detriment of nurturing self. Often the very advice given to others is not adhered to by the person giving it because they are perpetually in service to others and neglecting themselves. If the mother appears reversed, she symbolizes a situation that you need to step away from or a relationship where you are exerting undue control or influence. Let go of your need to control or to be needed and ask yourself why you are compelled to behave in this manner. Sit back, put your feet up, and relax. Allow those around you to sort out their own dramas and pick up their own dirty laundry for a change, or they will never learn how and will always expect it to be done for them. So again, this could represent, I don't feel like it's this King's energy. I also don't feel like it's this Knight of Pentacles energy, person who walked away. This could be somebody within this group dynamic. This could be the person that is responsible for the Seven of Swords. If anything, because she's in reverse, if anything, I'm getting that it's possible that person could be responsible for the Seven of Swords energy. Let's read the emotions card, and then we're going to wrap this up, Scorpio. And again, this was a potential blockage. It's about a page long. I know this is running long. Again, I can't help it. Here we go. When the emotions card appears reversed, it symbolizes the need to address the common symptoms of emotional repression in your life. Repressed emotions can have real and lasting impacts on the body, mind, and spirit. They can not only reduce the quality of your life and your relationship with others, but potentially even shorten your life. One of the most common signs of emotional repression is revealed in how you respond to the question, "How are you today?" Because we now esteem political correctness more than emotional honesty, most of us will smile and respond, "I am good, and you?" And even if we are emotionally broken and crying on the inside, emotional outbursts and emotional honesty are frowned upon. Emotional honesty and sensitivity are seen as weaknesses, while emotional outbursts are a symptom of losing control. But controlling our emotions is not healthy either. We experience our feelings for good reason, and when we repress our emotions in order to control what we feel, we are choosing to disconnect from ourselves. As a result, we may embrace behaviors that can have serious consequences to our minds, our spirits, and our bodies. Unfortunately, our feelings do not change or go away because we want them to. While we can't pretend not to feel, denying an emotion does not mean we are not feeling it. It simply means that we are ignoring it, which can be detrimental. There may be times when emotions need to be put aside, but they should never be ignored or invalidated. Overeating, drug and alcohol addiction, pretending or denying that an experience occurred, any type of compulsive behavior, including compulsive exercising, eating disorders, cutting, hiding in the fictional realities of computer games or books or television shows. Working to excess, avoiding deep and meaningful conversation, and hiding behind a mask of peace, love, and light. All of these things are behaviors we may use to hide from our emotions. We can use these behaviors to hide from our emotions, but we cannot deny those emotions or control them. What we are feeling will find a way to be expressed, and if it does not do so through direct communication, it may manifest in our bodies and in our behavior. Several signs that you may be repressing emotions include overacting to minor issues, making external events and issues more important than personal subjects, intellectualizing and scorning emotions, brushing aside obvious disrespect and discourtesy and saying that it does not matter, when it should and does, delayed emotional responses, depression, anxiety, and stress. Physical signs include tension, especially in the jaw and mouth, and in the stomach, throat, and shoulders. If the emotions card appears reversed in your reading, it asks you for a little emotional honesty. Look within and determine if you are allowing yourself to feel or if you are trying to control or deny your feelings. If it is the latter, now is the time to choose the healthy path of acknowledging, accepting, and allowing your feelings to flow. There you go, Scorpio. I think that the situation has probably, again, been lingering for a while, and it's probably one of those things that has just kind of come to light or that you've just kind of figured out. And I think that it's group dynamic. It's kind of one of those things that maybe everybody kind of figured out at the same time, is seeing it in a different light, understanding it for what it is. And it could be that it's been ignored. Maybe emotions have been repressed. Maybe you have tried to just kind of push it aside and let it go. But the time is now, Scorpio, to make a definitive decision. Based on what I'm seeing, the energy of this king is very strong. He has the power to make the decision if he wants to. He's got to decide to do it or not. And it depends on how important this is to him. Is work important? Is this connection important or not? And he's got to make that decision for himself. And then what to do about it. And I feel the anxiety, I feel the stress, I feel and understand what this must be like, having to go through this. It's not comfortable. but I think it's something that has been ignored for a while and again repressed, and maybe it's just time to deal with it once and for all and put it to rest. So I'm going to leave that here, Scorpio. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I'm sorry that it took so long to get through that reading, but it is what it is. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.